I have been through 3 different changes of my scarf, and I have restarted this video I think 6 different times now. I'm just not together today, so please have mercy on me. I'm going to stumble everywhere. This is going to be rambling. If you want to watch it, you're great. I figured that after all this time, it's been over a year now. I think I started making videos in September of last year, so over a year. And I figured that since I'm growing quickly and getting several new subscribers, I'd go ahead and reintroduce myself. A lot of things have changed over the last year, some very drastically. And there has been some confusion about a few different things, so I'll go ahead and clarify some things and just talk about who I am and why the channel. It's basically just a vlog. Although there's a lot of information about several things that I've researched myself over the last year. And then my son has to yell. And so on, that's already on there. I have thought about going back and deleting a lot of those old videos because they're not really applicable today. But I've been begged to leave them there, so I do. The name of my channel, Hippie Mom, or Holistic Hippie Mom. I am more holistic than I am hippie, because when you say hippie, automatically what comes to mind is dancing around a fire and being high, or being at a concert and being high, or the whole free love sort of thing. And although there are certain aspects of that I might embody, there are a great many that I don't. I don't take cannabis in any form. That doesn't mean that I have any problem with anybody else using it. I believe that it's very valid for a great many things. Most of my friends use it on a regular basis. So, just not something that I personally do. The free love thing, not really into that either. But anyway, a lot of the other hippie characteristics, you know, what you would think of being hippie as being hippie, I'm more granola or crunchy than really being hippie. And that's because I have lived that way my whole life. It has nothing to do with, you know, a trend or something that I just started doing. It's always been that way. So, my mother's a midwife, which I think I've mentioned on the channel before, which is a lot of the reason why this influence in my life. She was a midwife back when it wasn't popular to be a midwife. It was something that I was bullied for a great deal as a child. So there's that small aspect there. When I begin working, I will probably work for her, doing different things. I'm a trained birth assistant, although I haven't taken the test and I don't have my certification yet, and I'm a doula, so I could do either and work either way. So I'll probably work with her when I start working. I live in the high desert side of Washington State, and here it is very foggy today, foggy and cold and icky. Very soon I will be starting preparations for my garden, so you guys will get to see that. I do a lot of videos of the garden and the chickens and stuff. Although those are not nearly as popular as my clothes, like what I'm wearing, which I think is very funny, because for me that feels like so big-headed and puffed up of me. I hate, but if you guys like it, that's totally awesome. I'll keep on doing the videos of my clothes. Let's see, I have 4 children. My oldest one's name is Lavender, and she will be 8. Oh, let's see if I can keep them all organized here. She'll be 8 in February. My 5-year-old will be 6 in June. My 4-year-old will be 5 in October. And my little one will be 2 in a few months, in March, on the 13th of March. So I have Lavender, River, a River Willow, Forest, and totally excuse me. My youngest's name is Inole, and every once in a while you will hear me reference their father. My domestic partner's name is Mark, so if you hear me talk about him, that's who that is. see. Is there much else that I had to like clarify? I don't think so. So we are minimalist, or at least I am, minimalist and frugal. A lot of this is because of necessity, but if it wasn't necessary, I would live that way anyway. I really value the connection with the earth and living minimally. It's pretty important to me. Mark is not so much that way, and I don't have any influence or try to change that about him. He's the opposite of me in a great many ways. But we don't have a lot of money. In fact, we are very low income for Washington State or even the U.S., period. Let's see. What else? I do a lot of things holistically, like I mentioned at the beginning. I make all of my toothpaste and my cleaning products, and everything is very simplistic and minimal. I don't have, because people keep asking for recipes and things like that, or have in the past, and I really don't have any other recipes besides what's already on the channel. That's all I use. I use one basic cleaner, and I use a toothpaste and a face scrub recipe. And in case you guys notice as I'm talking about this, I have changed to wearing a little bit of makeup, and I'll talk about that in a personal update in a video in a little bit. The children are a little loud again. I do wear a hijab, tickle, turban, whatever you want to call it. I do dress modestly, and this is really important to me. I have become more modest over time, and I really wish that I could go back and delete all the videos where my hair is out, because I did that specifically for the channel. As soon as I would shut off the camera, I would go put something else back on. So there are a lot of videos with my hair down, and I really don't like them, but it's not going to significantly change things, so I'm just going to leave them there since, like I said, people beg me to leave them there. Let's see. Right now, not a lot of other things are coming to mind. I don't put the children in the videos. The reason is because they don't want to be in the videos. I will never put Mark in the videos because he does not want to be ever on camera. In fact, he doesn't even let me post pictures of him on my Facebook page. He doesn't like that. We do grow the garden, and I keep chickens. We have 13 chickens currently that have made it through the winter fantastically. I don't change their coop for the winter. We don't put lights out there to make sure that they lay or anything like that. They're just let to do their natural thing. I have 2 rabbits. They're pets. We use their manure in the garden. 2 dogs, also pets. Although I don't know that you would just call them pets. They are our companions, and they live here with us because this is where their home is, and they enjoy, you know, living here. They have a nice home here. So they're both very old. They're 12. And then we currently have 4 cats. I have 2 kittens and 2 cats. One of the adult cats is an indoor cat, and one of them is an outdoor cat. My male is outdoor, although he's very friendly and he comes in sometimes. That's it for the animals. And I am vegan, although I do not judge others who choose to eat meat. I have talked about this before on my channel a little bit, but not, you know, extensively. I think that staying away from factory farming is what we need to do in any form. Factory farming is killing our planet. It's just not a good thing. So I'm not going to judge anyone who isn't at the place yet to give up factory farming, but I do very much encourage giving up the factory farming of anything, and I would encourage people to give up, you know, the dairy and the meat and so on. But my family eats differently than I do. I eat vegan, they don't. I've talked about that before, but if you guys want me to make another video on that, I sure can. Like I said, this video is getting very long and rambly. We have not decided yet if we are staying in this house. This house is 640 square feet. We live in a tiny home. 640 square feet. If you guys are not in the U.S., you're going to have to do a conversion on that because I don't know it in any other way to measure it. But it's pretty small for the amount of family that we have. Although, I don't think it's ever going to be a problem because my children constantly are encouraging me to move into a travel trailer of some kind. They would really prefer to even be smaller than we are currently. And we'll see how that works once they grow into their teenage years. I unschool and homeschool them. I just found out that my oldest is dyslexic, hence the slow reading. She's not reading yet. She's getting there, and she knows how to sound out words and stuff, but it doesn't come naturally or very easily because she has a very hard time deciphering the words. They flip around and go backwards on her. So we're working with that, and there's no pressure there from me. We aren't doing much schooling right now. I have been taking a bit of a break. The last 4 months, personally, I have been taking a bit of a break. I've had quite a change in myself, and like I said, I'll do a video on that, a personal update. So River, I'm not absolutely sure what we'll do as far as reading and so forth for her. She picks up things very quickly just on her own, just kind of letting her learn and figure it out by herself. My son being the age of 4, I haven't started any actual schooling or work for him yet. I'm kind of just letting him come into it and see what he wants to do. And taking it slow for now, because I am taking it slow. And I think that that is it. I think that that's basically the basis of my channel. I did do baby wearing, but my baby's getting bigger and she doesn't really want to be in it anymore. I do extended breastfeeding and baby-led potty learning. Una is rather late, although she wants to do, that's why she's rather late. She wants to do everything by herself, all by herself. She gets up on the potty by herself, takes her own clothes off. It's been very hard for me to just kind of let her do everything. But she'll figure it out on her own because that's what she wants to do. I use conscious parenting, although backsliding, as with anything, is very, very hard because this was not the way that I was raised. I wasn't raised, well, that's not exactly true either. My mother I would say, was more so that way when I was very young, and things changed when she got divorced and so on. So I've had the influence of both, but I do backslide and have a hard time with it, but I would still say that we use attachment parenting and conscious parenting rather than a corporal punishment style of parenting with authority figures and all that. And this is just the way that I kind of think of them. They're just, you know, small people. But a lot of people don't think that way when they have kids. So it's a little easier. Still very, very hard. I do an unscheduled for them and myself. Everything is unscheduled, but that will have to change. Again, I'll put that in the personal update. So that's me. That's where I'm at right now. I don't talk about a few things. I don't talk about religion. Don't really want to get involved in religion. If you guys want me to talk about religion, I can, but I prefer not to touch that subject. I prefer to talk about spirituality instead of religion, which is a fine subject for me. I'll talk about spirituality all you guys want. Don't talk about politics. That is like something that I don't consider myself at all to be educated enough in, reason being that it's a hot issue for me, so I don't do politics. The kids are getting loud again. Don't do politics, and I prefer not to get involved in the big hot ticket issues like, oh, my tummy's rumbling, circumcision, and so on and so forth. Although, if you guys want to talk about it, like I've said before, I will make videos on it, and I will I always try very hard to stay right there in the middle and say, this is what works for me and this is what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean it's ever going to work for anybody else, because everybody's different, and reality is so relative to experience and understanding and so on, where you are in your particular path. So, I think that must cover everything. And yes, very long video. I apologize for that. So sorry, but that's me. That's my channel. It's still just basically a vlog. There's not a lot that I'm going to be doing like subject videos on or topic videos on, unless you guys want subject videos or topic videos. As things change in my personal life, there might be more of those. Be doing a little bit talking about moving out of the whole stay-at-home mom thing into something, you know, just a little different and so on. So, blessings everyone. I will talk to you on, or talk at you on the next video. I do not say like and subscribe to my channel, because I figure that whatever energy you're feeling from it, you will do what you feel is appropriate. If you like it, that's your choice. And if you want to subscribe, awesome. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. So you guys have a very wonderful day. I will talk to you another time. Talk at you another time. Bye.